there's definitely going to be a reckoning coming if people are going to wait to the very last minute, both in getting the help and then getting in line to get assessed when they're ready after they've implemented.
The setup we've got here, we're kind of getting the pulse on small to medium businesses in the defense industrial base, and we're asking them, hey, are you preparing for CMMC? Are you talking about it? What does that look like? So, just from your seat on the bus, tell me what that looks like for you guys.
So we talk a lot about CMMC and kind of where we're at with CMMC. And as we kind of just discussed, it's kind of a mess right now. I know a lot of companies I think they're talking about it, they're thinking about it, they're concerned about it. But as far as everybody really doing a lot about it, I would suggest that probably half or more are not really doing much about it. They want to wait until see how it falls out. At least from my perspective.
From our perspective, we're small business. We're a little bit challenged because we're asking, hey, there's a cost involved here,
right? And
the big companies are beginning to, they started this way. Yeah, we certainly understand the protection, but if it's an investment on us, and many small businesses, less than 50 people, ma and pa shops, that hey, if I'm going to invest this money, does it provide an advantage?
Right.
I certainly haven't heard about it, so we're going to go back, huddle the wagons, and have a serious conversation about how do we meet these new requirements that are coming in, because if these other 7 entities that are on this contract don't do it, we're squared away. We're ready to go.
Yeah, I think it's been about 3 years since CMMC became the hot topic.
Right.
Northrop Grumman actually sponsored for an entire year free CMMC training for small businesses. And then after that, it was literally just now it's just an expectation for you to have that as part of your program.
Right.
The problem is as you said, it's kind of fallen off the hot topic list.
Right.
But companies like yours are extremely necessary, because when you have an inexperienced small business or somebody who's been in the business, 1 to 3 years prior to when they really rolled it out, some are completely unaware of requirements. And so they get to the point where they're asking large businesses like SAIC and others, how can I get this contract?
Right.
And then, you're saying, well, you have to have CMMC at a certain level, depending on where you are in that type of requirement that we're asking you for. And they have that deer in the headlights look. Well, I didn't know anything about that.
What do you think it would take from the DoD side to act if there was a signal that the DoD needed to send to say we're still taking it seriously? Is there anything that they could do short of having real ramifications?
Look, when a DoD contract comes out, the RFI or the sources sought, it says, hey, here's the submittal.
Yep.
Here are going to be the grading criteria. Guess what?
That's what it'll take, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that we should be moving towards that, and not moving towards it, but meeting the requirements. Not just saying, oh, I'm going to get there, and kind of keep pushing it off. And that's why the government, as started CMMC. They're like, okay, enough's enough. Something like 75% of all the leaks and all the issues are coming out of small businesses.
That's right.
So it is a problem. And, really the only way they're going to get at this is if they actually make people hold the line and do it.
Your perspective here.
I think this is a good opportunity here at Navy Gulf Coast, Jacob, to reach out to the small businesses, which is really the focus here this week, who may not have been paying as close attention to where CMMC is, and after the pause of going from 1.0 to 2.0, likely may have lost focus. Is this really going to happen to me, and when is it going to happen? So I think getting everyone kind of re-baseline on the expectations is one of the goals.
Yeah, that's definitely illuminating.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
No,
what
thank
you guys
you.
are working on. This is so great.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Definitely. Are we clacking? And clack. Right, we're doing the